Everyone, I am so glad you joined me today to learn more about what the Bible tells us about Jesus growing up. We started off with a story about how Mary and Joseph had to pack up their bags and move to Egypt for a while to keep baby Jesus safe. Then we heard a story about when Jesus was a little boy living in the town of Nazareth, how Joseph had taught him to build things. He taught him how to use tools. Jesus learned the things he needed to know from Mary and Joseph. And last week, we heard about something that happened when Jesus was a big boy. Remember, he had traveled to Jerusalem with Mary and Joseph to go to the temple, their place of worship, like our church. But when it was time to go back home to Nazareth, Jesus stayed behind to listen to the teachers at the temple and to ask them questions about God, to talk about God, because he knew that God was his Father. Today, we're going to talk about Jesus as a grown-up. But before we do, I want to show you a picture. Now, can you see the child in this picture? Where is she? There she is. Now look at all these grown-ups. Who do you think these grown-ups are? The little girl's parents. And parents help their children in so many ways. In fact, I bet just this morning, your parents probably helped you maybe get dressed, or maybe they fixed you your breakfast, or helped you brush your teeth. And I bet they're the ones who helped turn this lesson on so that you could learn more about Jesus. Now, what about these other people? What do you think their jobs are? Can you tell by looking? Look at this lady. Look what she's holding. Let's see, there's a picture of Jesus with someone in a boat. She's a Sunday school teacher. Her job is to teach children about Jesus and God and the Bible, just like my job. And what about this man? Can you tell what his job is? He's a construction worker. That's right. He builds things like Joseph did. Maybe this man's been working on a house, or maybe a grocery store where people can go buy groceries, or maybe a school. All the buildings you see, someone has to build them, right? And what about her? What's her job? That's right. She's a doctor. And what do doctors do? They keep us well. All of these grown-ups have jobs to do. And guess what? When Jesus grew up, he had a job to do just like them. Jesus' job was to tell people about God. To tell people about God. Now, Jesus knew he had a lot of work to do, and he wanted to have some good friends who could help him. And one of those people was a man named Peter. Now, we learn from the Bible that Peter had a job. He was a fisherman. Now, tell me something. If you're a fisherman and you want to catch fish out in the middle of the water, what do you need so you don't fall in the water? That's right, a boat. And that is how Jesus and Peter met. You see, one day, Jesus was standing on the shore telling people about God, but it got so crowded that Jesus decided to climb into Peter's boat. And he asked Peter to push it out to the water some. And Jesus sat in the boat and continued teaching all those people that were on the shore. Now, when Jesus was done teaching, he told Peter to take his boat out into the deep water and drop his net down so he could catch some fish. The Bible tells us Peter was really tired because he and his friends had been fishing all night long and hadn't caught any fish. But he said to Jesus, "Jesus, if you say so, I'll let the nets down again." And guess what happened this time when they let their nets down? The nets were so full of fish that they began to tear. That's a lot of fish. Peter knew that he caught all of those fish because of Jesus. So when Jesus said to Peter, "Peter, follow me," what do you think Peter did? He followed. And that is how Peter became one of Jesus' special friends, one of his disciples, who helped tell other people about God. Now we can help by telling Rudy this story. Will y'all help me? Rudy, you ready? What? I know. We're going to sing first. Don't worry. Will y'all sing with me, please? Jesus loves me, this I know, for the Bible tells me so. Little ones to him belong. They are weak, but he is strong. Yes, Jesus loves me. Yes, Jesus loves me. Yes, Jesus loves me. The Bible tells me so. Hi, my friends. It's good to see you. Did you tell them a story? Yes, Rudy, I told them a story. Do you remember what I said we were going to talk about this week? Oh, that's right, about Jesus being a grown-up. That's right. And can y'all tell Rudy, what did I say Jesus' job was when he was a grown-up? He was to tell people about God. That's right. That's right. Thank you very much for your help. His job was to tell people about God, but he needed some help. And Rudy, he had some special friends. And one of the special friends, his name was Peter. Now, friends, can y'all tell me what Peter's job was? He was a fisherman. That's right. He was a fisherman. You see, Rudy, Jesus had been teaching people about God from the shoreline, and it got so crowded, he climbed onto Peter's boat. Whoa! And he sat on the boat. That's right. He sat on the boat in the water and told people about God. But then, when he was done, he told Peter to get back in his boat. Why? Can y'all tell Rudy? Thank you. Can y'all tell him? What happened? Peter and his friends had been fishing all night. Had they caught anything? No, they hadn't caught anything, Rudy. They hadn't caught anything. So why did he go back out? Because Jesus told him to. So he took the boat out. And what happened, friends? Did he catch a couple of fish? Did he catch a lot of fish? Oh, he caught a lot of fish. What? The net started to tear. That's a lot of fish, Miss Margaret. I know it's a lot of fish. You know what, Rudy? Peter knew that the reason he caught all those fish was because of Jesus. And Jesus told Peter to follow me. And guess what Peter did? He followed Jesus. He followed Jesus. And that's how they became very special friends. And Peter was one of Jesus' disciples who told people about God. I can tell people about God. Rudy, you can tell people about God. In fact, all of us can tell people about God. So, next week, Miss Jenny is going to start sharing some stories about other things, very special things that we learn from the Bible that Jesus did. And I can't wait for all of you to hear those stories. I hope you enjoy them. Y'all take care, and Rudy and I will see you soon. Love you. Bye, everybody. Bye. I love you. See you soon.